Yo, I know a lot of people saying that they see a lot of Roy Jones and Jaron Ennis. And you know what I mean? It's amazing when they say that because, Roy Jones might be one of arguably the greatest fighters ever.
Hold on, baby, hold on. It's such a long drop from this cliff. I hope you hold strong. I had my time and this is it. I took it so long. Please don't let me go. Baby,
Yo, I know a lot of people saying that they see a lot of Roy Jones and Jaron Ennis. And you know what I mean? It's amazing when they say that because, Roy Jones might be one of arguably the greatest fighters ever. You know what I mean? He might be our Sugar Ray Robinson, and Roy Jones might be arguably a shooter, especially what he have done in the sport of boxing. But saying that Roy Jones is like Jaron Ennis is kind of, I think Jaron Ennis is a little better. And I know a lot of people get upset with me about that. You know what I mean? Because I say this a lot. But Roy Jones have had athleticism, right? And it was brilliant. It was timely, always on point. His athleticism was able to do things that other guys wouldn't even expect that he'd be able to do because of the athleticism, which was phenomenal. But Jaron Ennis has athleticism and the knowledge of fighting, the knowledge of boxing. He's skillfully sound. There's a difference. A lot of times I watch Roy Jones in his later parts of his career. He had problems with being able to be defensively sound. He had problems with defense. I don't think that you would ever see that from Jaron Ennis later on in his career. I don't think that you would ever see Jaron Ennis having problems with defense. One, because his dad is Bozy Ennis. And understanding how his dad teach boxing, it goes back to saying that this guy could lose. See, when Roy Jones lost his athleticism, his career was over. You know what I mean? He still did a lot of Felix Trinidad, Jeff Lacey. He still did a lot of great work after that. But his athleticism was gone, and you can see certain times when he was fighting certain people, he would fight guys that was directly in front of him. But when he fought guys that came on certain angles, it was hard for him to understand the defense of that. I don't think that you would never have that problem with Jaron Ennis, if he loses his athleticism. If Jaron Ennis his feet become slow, he starts to become winded more later in his 30, 34. I think you will see the best Jaron Ennis at that point. Because then you will see him, because I hear a lot of people say, well, Shakur thinks better. And I'm like, no, Jaron thinks way better than, but his athleticism make him say, well, let me just jump there and get out the way. He threw a hook. And most guys would have to step, throw a jab, fake it, and get to that hook. He eliminated the process and jumped it. Jump, wow, like what Roy used to do, and got to that hook. I think he could have thought a way. I know he could have thought of a way to get there with using his feet. But right now, his athleticism is on a beam, so he's gonna use that first. But when he get to everybody keeps saying fighters is great at 24 to 28. No, I think fighters are great at 28 to 36. I think that's the time where you know that, all right, I don't want to use that no more. I don't want to use that. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna outsmart this guy. And I think that Ryan already does that at those ages, and how much he already know. He's dangerous now. He's a monster now. He's the boogeyman now. Imagine where he's going to be in about like 4 or 5 years. After gaining the belts, after unifying the division after going to different divisions and doing what he needs to do, especially if people give him the opportunities that he needs to get, because he might be one of the most duck fighters in the world. So that's my criticism of people saying that Jaron Ennis is just like Roy Jones. I don't see it. But you know, everybody's opinion is, leave your opinion in the comments down below. I'll read them, put them up, and let y'all know what I think about them. All right, y'all.